Welcome back to the Kempire Daily YouTube channel, where you get daily and consistent hot topics in music, entertainment, reality TV, and so much more. As you come into the chat, be sure to drop your crowns and your elephants and let me know where you're watching from. Of course, we had to do a weekly roundup of hot topics that we missed. As you know, you get consistent hot topics. You know, we've been focusing on a lot of the Erica Jane and the Candace stuff and the Real Housewives of Atlanta stuff. But as you know, I love to cover a whole range of things going on in pop culture, including Tina Turner selling off her entire catalog allegedly for $50 million. Adele's coming out with new music. I'm ready to be in my feelings as I walk the streets of Amsterdam. And of course, Nicki Minaj responded to me on TikTok in regards to her hosting the Real Housewives of Potomac reunion. And I just heard a 90 Day Fiancé cast member was just charged for a whole lot of stuff. Let's start there. But let me see what you guys are saying in the chat. If you haven't liked this video already, be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, because as I said at the top of this video, you're getting daily and consistent content. Matter of fact, let me just turn off all of my notifications, guys, because I don't want to be interrupted as I'm talking to you. There we go. What's going on? Hey, everyone in the chat. So Christy, no, I don't. I don't smoke. I don't smoke the weed. I don't smoke cigarettes. None of that. And again, I forgot to put water near me. It is what it is. This won't be a long live. I just wanted to cover some of the hot topics that are in the news. I just want to talk about this guy. Let's talk about this guy. Hold on. Let me move this picture here. This is what I love about this particular platform. Let me move this here so that you guys can see who we are referring to. You guys remember this guy from 90 Day Fiancé? Hold on, so you guys can see. Got a lot of things going on my screen right now. Let me move this around. This guy from 90 Day Fiancé, you really can't see his face here. Let me get a better picture of him so you guys can see who I am referring to. This is a terrible picture of him, but we're going to use it. Look, we're going to use it. Oh, Lord. What is going on in these streets? All right, let me move this over here. You guys remember this guy from 90 Day Fiancé? Well, you're about to. All right, let's get into to this news story. As always, we'll be citing our sources. Starcasm.net is reporting. This is his mugshot. Oh, Lord. Okay, let me get into the story first, though. So 90 Day Fiancé, before the 90 Days star, Jeffrey Pascal, there we go, was found guilty of aggravated kidnapping, domestic assault, and interference with an emergency call in Knoxville, Tennessee. Oh, I went to Knoxville a couple of years ago. In court earlier yesterday, the verdict came after Jeffrey testified on the stand in his own defense. Jeffrey was hauled out of court in handcuffs and is scheduled for sentencing on December 3rd. He's facing 8 to 30 years on the aggravating kidnapping charge. Okay. It's important to note that the defense will most likely appeal after the victim, Kristen Wilson, mentioned during her testimony that photos were deleted from her phone showing previous marks on her body allegedly caused by Jeffrey. The defense attorney moved for a mistrial, and the judge decided to allow the trial to continue. This has been a long, arduous ordeal for everyone involved. I have covered this case extensively ever since I was the very first to report on Jeffrey's arrest 2 months before he debuted. Because I don't know if you guys remember when we were talking about 90 Day Fiancé, about this particular character on 90 Day Fiancé, character, for lack of a better word, we knew that he had a sordid past. Is he still with that girl from Russia? Because I knew she popped up and she surprised him here and he was dating somebody else. And then he sort of put the other lady to the other side because she came back from Russia. Weren't they still together? Let me see what you guys are saying, guys, because I have so many windows open. I can't even see all my comments. Oh, no, they broke up. Okay. Look at this photo, though. Oof, look at this photo. Let me move on over because I don't want to be that close to him. Thank you, Nora. No, he's not, thankfully. Oh, goodness. Brenda says never watched it. So he's from 90 Day Fiance. I saw this report yesterday. I saw it live here while randomly it showed up on my YouTube Explorer page, and I was like, I knew he was facing charges, but I didn't realize that now he has been charged. He's going to be sentenced on December 3rd. He faces up to 8 years. No, sorry. Minimum 8 years to 30 years just for the kidnapping charge. Okay, let me go back. Let me just go back because I just want to kind of give you, just in case. So he was on 90 Day Fiance before the 90 days. Okay. So according to Starcasm.net, they've been following the story since the beginning. They said that I have covered this case extensively ever since I was the very first to report on Jeffrey's arrest 2 months before he debuted on 90 Day Fiance before the 90 days. That was followed by numerous articles about Jeffrey's custody battles, including multiple allegations of sexual abuse and his criminal history. Despite a likely appeal, I'm glad that justice was served today. They also post the video, and I'll post the video in the description after this live. But yeah, so this is a past relationship that he was involved in. I don't know if you guys remember this particular story or this particular character on 90 Day Fiance. I remember hearing about these accusations. We also got to see some of his family on the show, but this was a previous relationship, and a lot of people were like, "Why is this guy on the show?" Well, he's now facing charges. They will, well, he's not facing charges. He's already been charged and found guilty, and now will be sentenced on December 3rd. We will continue to follow this story because we love 90 Day Fiance here on the show, but I didn't realize that it was this bad. This man is going to jail. Look at the disappointment on his face. I can't even imagine. Claire says, those are some serious charges. They should put him under the jail. Disgusting. I know. Oh, guys, if you're just joining us, this is Jeffrey Pascal, I believe is how you pronounce his name. I can't even remember. I couldn't even remember his name. I just remember his face. And I remember the young lady from Russia that he was dating. And then she ended up surprising him here in this, well, there in the States at the time. I didn't know where that relationship, based on what you guys are saying in the chat, they're no longer together, thankfully, because God only knows, based on what we're hearing about him, he has this alleged, I guess we still have to say alleged, I don't know, abusive past. All right, so I'm going to move on. I didn't expect to start with that dark information, but join our texting community. Our texting community keeps me informed of stories that I may have missed. Someone sent this to me right before, and I had seen it yesterday when it all transpired. But I want to talk a little bit about some other things as well. Hold on, y'all. Some other news. NBA, y'all know I don't watch sports. Shout out to Tom Winter, a reporter. He broke the news yesterday that 18 former NBA players have been arrested and charged federally for defrauding the NBA's health and welfare benefit plan out of approximately $4 million, law enforcement officials say. Okay, so he also ended up listing some of those people that were involved. And some of those people you may know, including Monica's, I guess they're officially divorced now, right? Her ex-husband, Shannon Brown. So let's take a look at this. So these are the former NBA players that were named in this. Someone said, I bet Lamar Odom. Nope, Lamar Odom is not here. Let me take my name off so I can see all the names. Hold on. Let me just pull this off. Lamar Odom is not a part of this. Thankfully, Lamar doesn't need any more trouble. He doesn't need any more trouble. So as you can see the names, I'm not going to go through the names, but if you go on all the way down, you see Shannon Brown. You remember Shannon Brown? We've seen him in Monica's music video. I think we also saw him on the reality show. They're no longer together, but they do share a child together. This is not a good situation. The last that I saw reported 16 of the 18 players involved were already in custody. This is serious. These are federal charges, everyone. Federal charges for defrauding this health insurance, it was a health insurance scam. I'm just bringing back up what Tom Winter wrote. So 18 former NBA players have been arrested and charged federally for defrauding the NBA's health and welfare benefit plan. I know, hold on, let me just take a look at the story. Hold on, y'all. Let me just bring up, I have way too many windows open, y'all. Way too many windows open. All right. Let me, here we are. There we go. All right. Shout out to our friends over at the Jasmine brand. They wrote extensively about this in regards to this story. So, Lord, 18 former NBA players. So the players are accused of submitting about $4 million worth of fake medical and dental reimbursement claims from 2017 to 2020. For these false claims, the 18 former NBA stars reportedly profited a total of $2.5 million in payments. Terrence Williams is also accused of pocketing an additional $230,000 for his alleged involvement in helping the others file their false claims. He is also listed as the ringleader of the operation. Oh, Lord. Goodness, what is going on? So, according to Tom Winter, the indictment says the former NBA player Terrence Williams orchestrated a plan to submit false claims to the NBA's health and welfare benefit plan. Williams allegedly offered to supply false invoices from a group of former players in exchange for kickback payments to Williams. Why am I not surprised by any of this? And I know a lot of people that are reading this are not surprised because you probably know of other people that do similar stuff like this, or people that wanted to, oh, you should do it like this. No, because people think, oh, it's that simple. You can do this. No, I like the straight and narrow. I don't need federal agents at my door. No, thank you. No, thank you. Let me see what you guys are saying. Hold on, y'all. I don't even have my screen open to see everyone's comments. Exactly. Lacey says people ruin their lives for the dumbest stuff. Sorry, let me take this thing off. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Greedy people. Easy money is never good money. Exactly. Sarah says don't give Erica any ideas. Oh my God. They make good money. Why risk it? Look, we also have to remember some of these NBA players, they made good money. Maybe they didn't make smart investments. Maybe they were tricking out that money and living a lifestyle that they really can't live up to. Maybe they didn't spend wisely. Maybe they didn't invest wisely, or maybe they were just greedy and wanted more money. Who knows? But now they're facing federal charges. This is not good. Not good. Oh, thank you, Donna, for the clarification. So Monica divorced Shannon Brown back in 2019. If you're just joining us, Shannon Brown, Monica's ex-husband, is one of the 18 former NBA players accused of defrauding the NBA's health plan, making it for like $4 million. $4 million. Exactly. Maybe they partied away. Good morning, everyone. Hope everyone is doing well. We have almost 300 people in the room. Be sure to like this video if you haven't liked it already. This is our weekly recap of some of the hottest topics of the week. Let's move on. Let's move on because I want to go through. There are quite a few stories that I want to go through, and this was just one of them. Can we talk about Adele? I love me some Adele. Adele, first of all, people have been waiting on Adele music for quite some time. And now Adele, first of all, there were hints of Adele coming with new music. There was the number 30 showing up around the world on billboards and various platforms. And then she changed all of her social media a few days before that. And now she dropped a very short 20-second promo for this new song, Easy on Me, that will premiere on October 15th. And now she's doing interviews, these beautiful pictures of her in Vogue. You know, Adele lost over 100 pounds in the last 2 years. She looks amazing. And in the Vogue article, which everyone should read, she's both, I believe she's on both British Vogue and American Vogue. they know what they're doing when they roll out a new album. There's going to be Adele everywhere. This song is already, first of all, the 20-second promo has multiple millions of views already. And I know, like everyone else, just that little bit, I'm like, I'm in my feelings. I'm in my feelings. I'm in my feelings. I'm in my feelings. I am. I'm excited about it because she reveals in the interview that Easy on Me was the first song that she wrote for this album. And the song is about her divorce. So a lot of people were wondering, what will this album be about? You know, a lot of people were, okay, for lack of a better word, excited about Adele going through this breakup because people believe that will make great music. I don't believe that. I think if you're a great songwriter, great singer, you're going to be able to create that type of music no matter what. And I believe that she will. But this very first song, she says she wrote it about her breakup with her ex-husband. And she says that the album, she hasn't confirmed the title of the album, but I believe it's going to be 30. You know, that's been her thing since 19. She says that the album really is sort of like I'm using these words, a love letter to her son. It's really explaining to her son why she did what she did in regards to, you know, changing the dynamic of their family, you know, leaving Angelo's father. But she says that Angelo's father is still very much in her life. She says he's probably set the bar so high for her when it comes to whoever dates her next. She also confirms her relationship with Rich Paul, you know, the agent. She confirmed that relationship, how he makes her laugh and all that great stuff. He's very, very smart. They're a very cute couple. They're a very cute couple. And I know some people are surprised that Adele's dating a black man. It's not the first time. It's not the second time. And I don't think it's the third time. I believe the album 21, actually, the guy that she was dating, I don't know if he was black, but definitely he wasn't white. So Adele likes to, you know, she likes her chocolate. Um, with that being said, I'm excited for this new album. The single Easy on Me will drop on October 15th, I'm sure, along with the video. She says when she wrote Easy on Me, it took her another 6 months before she wrote anything else for this album. It's going to be good. I'm excited for it. Guys, are you excited for it? Let me know in the chat. Thank you so much, Mama Ali, for the super chat. Kemp, I'm really loving the glasses. You look great today. Thank you so much, Mama Ali. I didn't bring my other glasses. I think these are the only glasses I brought with me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me see what you guys are saying. Yes, Chris, that was the last guy that she was rumored to be dating, Skepta. Let me see. Sarah says Adele comes up with the best songs when she's hurt, sadly. Well, she's going to reflect on, in this very first song, is going to be about the breakup with her ex-husband. She did confirm, though, that her ex-husband does live across the street. He bought a home across the street from the family. Her son does ask, you know, why aren't we living together anymore? And I'm sure if you come from a family very similar of divorce, this is going to be very relatable. She says that this album is going to be about telling her son why she did what she did and also how he should treat a woman. So it's going to be a good, I'm excited. I'm excited for Adele music. I'm going to listen to it as I walk through the streets of Amsterdam and then just get in my feelings. If you see me on the streets and you see me crying, leave me alone. Leave me alone. Okay. I remember when Hello came out, I played that over and over and over again. I will play this one again. I am so glad that I got to see Adele before she became the huge artist that she is today. I got to see her in a smaller venue. It was a good venue, but it was definitely not a Madison Square Garden. It wasn't like a Barclays. No, it was a smaller venue. It was at that very beginning of her second album. I'm mad that I didn't get to see her when she performed at the Apple Store when artists used to do that. And I really wanted to go and I didn't go, and I should have went, because that would have been even more intimate, because she did a lot of shows in New York before she really hit it big. And I love discovering artists before they hit it big, because especially when you know that they have something special. So shout out to Adele. The song Easy on Me drops on October 15th. Okay, who do you want to talk about next? Let's talk about Tamar. Tamar is confirming that Braxton Family Values will be returning to our televisions very, very soon. Let me open up little bit more information on that. Give me 1 second, y'all, because I had to restart my computer. So all my tabs closed on me. And I don't have my water, and I'm feeling already. First of all, can we just say shout out to Khalees and her husband? Shout out to Khalees and her husband. He opened up about having stage 4 stomach cancer, and he recently thanked all the fans for their love and support. Sending just love and support to Khalees and to Mike right now. That I can't even imagine. I know Khalees is very focused on eating well and things like that. So I know that they're doing what they can to keep him healthy. So shout out to Khalees and her husband, Mike Mora. Tamar. Let's talk about Tamar. Guys, if you're just joining us, we are doing a mashup of hot topics. Yes, I have not talked about Nicki Minaj responding to a video that I did about her hosting the Real Housewives of Potomac. We'll get to that after this story. But Tamar confirmed, well, she confirmed a while ago that Braxton Family Values would be coming back, but now they're coming back to a new network, okay? So shout out to our friends over at the Jasmine brand. The story's there because you know what we do here on the channel. We always cite our sources. So they're saying that Tamar is giving us a few more details into her plans to return to reality TV. Earlier this week, during a performance, Tamar revealed that she and her family have plans to bring back the popular reality series Braxton Family Values. This is what she says. How many of y'all miss Braxton Family Values? What if I told y'all Braxton Family Values is coming back? Not on a foolish network, I can tell you that. She added this. She says, the true depiction of a Black American family is not a bunch of foolishness. The other part of the truth is I ain't finna let the devil use me like that for people's entertainment purposes. It's a no for me, dog. I'm not saying families don't go through stuff because we do. I'm not saying that we are not ratchet because we are, but only we can tell our story. Okay? Hold on, y'all. I just want to make sure I just wanted to see if she says anything about the network. And yeah, I didn't see anything. So you may also remember Tamar's issues with WeTV, so much so to the point where she reportedly tried to commit suicide, and subsequently WeTV, after her outcry to be let out of her contract with the network, eventually let her go. And seemingly, I'm guessing they let Braxton Family Values go. More than likely, though, even if Braxton Family Values does come back, it won't be called Braxton Family Values. It'll be called something completely different because of licensing, just because of ownership. I know WeTV may have let her out of the contract, but I'm sure there were some stipulations on that contract. Okay. Hey, Kay, the time here in Amsterdam is now almost 4:30 p.m. I know it's morning time over there, but I wanted to at least get this live in just in case we do go live again. But I'm also trying to live my best life, like I'm also trying to live my best life. Let me see. Joseph says Tamar would be interesting on RHOA. I don't know. We also have to remember that Tamar has a close relationship with Nene. I think she wouldn't do that just because of what Nene went through. They talked about their experiences on reality TV on Tamar's podcast as well. Speaking of Nene confirmed that the guys are slipping in her DMs, and she was very flirtatiously thankful. And she was just like, hey, but I'm trying to, do me right now. First of all, why would some guys be in Nene's DMs? Greg just died. Greg Leaks just died. Wait some time, people. It hasn't even been a month. But Nene's confirming that there are men in her DMs saying, hey. But she says she's doing her right now, rightfully so. She spent the good parts of her 20s with Greg, and then how many years after that with Greg. She's not looking to jump into a relationship. She giggles, says, unpopular opinion. I don't know if this is unpopular, to be honest with you. Tamar likes the attention, so I'm not surprised she's going back to reality TV. And a lot of people are, calling BS in regards to Tamar because she is going back to reality TV. I won't look. Let's be honest, though. Tamar was good reality TV, even if you found her obnoxious at times, because we have, but she was still entertaining. She still made us laugh. She still had some very, very much like Nene, some really stand out moments, stand out little things that you repeat today, like lies you tell, things like that. Things like that. And I've never really been, look, y'all don't know. Me and Tamar had beef, online beef. No, I don't. I don't think that we had online beef. I was on my radio show talking about Tamar. I had saw her in concert, and I had said it. My intern decided to tag her on Twitter what I was saying. Y'all know what we like to do here in the channel. We talk behind people's back. We don't talk in front of them. We don't tag them. Look, we don't tag them. I think I still have the tweets too, where Tamar was like coming at me. So we have a history. Look, Tamar and I have a history, but I don't hold any grudges against it. I don't. It would be nice to, when I had my daytime talk show, to have Tamar come on there and repeat everything that was said and sort of like hash it out and be like, you remember when you said I had a basement radio show? Welcome to my studio. That would be, but I think she would also be really fun to have on the show. I really do. And I don't even mean that in a mean way. She giggles as she reminds me, I thought of Candace. Can we talk about Candace for a second? Candace says that she is the most hated housewife of all time. Okay? Candace from the Real Housewives of Potomac says that she's the most hated housewife of all time. Oh, Lord, I can't with Candace. Hold on, y'all. I have way too... I'm not used to not having my two monitors here, so hold on. Let me move this over. There we go. So this was a now deleted tweet. Again, shout out to our friends over at the Jasmine brand for capturing this. So Candace, if you didn't see the video that I posted earlier today, be sure to check that out. Candace, oh Lord. So this is a deleted tweet. As Andy said, Candace, you are terrible on Twitter. The reunion was filmed it was yesterday, yes. And then the news broke that Nicki Minaj made an appearance. We'll get into that in a second. But Candace has been on social media, has been talking on the after show. We saw the sneak peek of what we're going to see this week when it comes to Candace and Mia's beef. Honestly, I didn't expect I thought when Mia walked out of the room after tossing the salad, that was it. No, she comes back and she's having the conversation with Candace, and Candace ends up crying and throwing things. And it's like watching a little girl have a temper tantrum. And I know we've seen this before from her, but we saw also this past week her trying to really, really just get under Mia's skin. She really wanted Mia to engage. And it was just like, what are you doing? Like, you saw what happened last season, and no one's saying what happened last season is right. No one's saying that. But you saw what happened last season. And yes, you can fight with your words, but you're the one you were the first person to throw something. Mind you, you were the first person to throw something also earlier in earlier seasons with the butter knife. But you're throwing salad, and then she ends up throwing more things in this scene, y'all. I don't know if you guys have seen it. She ends up throwing all the things that are on the island. Dr. Wendy Asefa, I don't know how you can be friends with this woman, because you were saying that's not how we act. That's not how, that is bad representation of Black women on TV. Oh, but this is okay? And that's where I have the problem with Wendy, because she's been a big hypocrite this season. She has been a big hypocrite this season, because she talked about how Giselle's talking about her family and that you want to drag her up and down the street. So see, that's where I'm sort of like on the fence with, not even on the fence. I'm not on the fence with Wendy. I'm not here for Wendy. So according to Candace, she believes that she's the most hated housewife. She says, do a feature with new artists and the most hated housewife in modern history. That will keep them talking. According to some people, I have not had a chance to listen to her new EP, Candace's new EP. I did like the song Drive Back. I do think she has a nice voice. Look, Dave says Mia pulled Mariah breaking stuff. Um, Hold on. Let me see. Oh, I don't see. Oh, hold on, here we go. Kiki says Candace had labeled herself as the villain. It doesn't matter what she do. She's always going to. She's always going to wrong. Tahara says, yeah, Wendy is fake. Britt says, leave Candace alone, constantly picking on her for views. Girl, you can move on. Look, you can move on. No one's doing it for views. Candace doesn't get me views. Trust and believe. I'd much rather not talk about Candace. Check my analytics. It's not Candace that gets me views. It's me. Period. Um, Thank you so much for the super chat, sir. I'm disappointed because she went from working with Obama to getting in the gutter with these ladies. It's crazy. Candace is terrible. Aaliyah says, I know my rights. You throw something at me, I can legally hit you back. Well, that part. And look, it is what it is when it comes to this fight. I'm actually, and I've said this before, I was not going to originally report on Mia and Candace's other fight, their online social media fight. But now I'm seeing this transpire the way that it is. And her saying now on social media that she's the most hated housewife in modern history. No, you're not. You don't even have that title. You don't even have that title. Thank you, Brown Skin Beauty. I mean, look, everyone, if you've been here a long time, everyone has a right to voice their opinions. I'm not going to delete you. I'm not going to block you. You can voice your opinions, but trust and believe, if I see it and I decide I have the time to talk about it, I'm going to talk about it. Candace doesn't get anyone views. Candace might think she's getting people views, but my biggest videos have nothing to do with Candace. Robin will get more views than Candace. Candace, you're not the most hated girl. Calm down with that. Calm down with that. And because of that, we're going to move on because there are other hot topics that I want to get to. Let's talk about Nicki Minaj. I know. First of all, Nicki Minaj, a lot of people are having mixed feelings about Nicki Minaj making an appearance at the Real Housewives of Potomac reunion. As you know, it was filmed yesterday. Andy confirmed. There was a picture of Andy and Nicki Minaj at the reunion. Andy says in his caption that yes, Nicki Minaj was there. She comes out at the end. So I said to myself, oops, sorry, y'all. So I said, oh, so she comes out at the end. So she didn't really host anything. I posted a quick video confirming that, Nicki Minaj was at the reunion. So Nicki Minaj, who I don't know if you guys know this, she follows me on TikTok. If you don't follow me on TikTok, you should. So she responded to my TikTok. Let me share my screen. Hold on, y'all. So I posted this video. Well, let me show you the original video that I posted first. Let me show you the first video that I posted first. Let me remove that. Guys, we have over 500 something people watching. This is just a roundup of hot topics from this past week. I know I haven't been able to do individual videos, but because I'm traveling, but you have gotten daily and consistent content here on the channel. So if you're not subscribed, subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on anything, including our shorts that we put here on YouTube as well, under a minute hot topics. Let's get into what I originally said. Okay. This did actually happen. You remember the rumors that Nicki Minaj possibly would make an appearance at the Real Housewives of Potomac reunion did happen. According to Andy, she makes a special appearance at the end. So I guess she didn't get a chance to host. Okay, And y'all know how I feel about Andy and him hosting. I talked about that in today's video earlier today. If you missed that video, be sure to check that out. So Nicki, who follows me on TikTok, responded. She responded, and this is what she said. Hold on, let me pull this up. So you can see her response. I definitely got a chance to host, child, sticking out tongue emoji. So of course I responded back to her and was like, well, you heard it from the queen herself. Nicki Minaj slides in the comment section and confirms she does get a chance to host. Will you be watching the Real Housewives of Potomac reunion, and are you looking forward to what Nicki is going to bring? So here's the thing. As I said to you before, Andy says that Nicki Minaj makes an appearance at the end of the reunion. So I guess that's going to be a way for us to continue watching the reunion. And I know it's going to be 3 parts. I don't know why it's going to be 3 parts, but it's going to be 3 parts. As you may recall from last season, when they actually had stuff to talk about and they actually had content that we never got to see, the binder moments we never got to see. Part 2 and part 3 were garbage. So honestly, producers, truly original, if you don't have anything, don't make it 3 parts. 2 parts, okay, but don't make it 3 parts. Thank you so much, Mirage, for the super chat. You know Andy wasn't going to give up the chair. That stunt queen loves to control the mess. We knew it too. We knew it too. I think a lot of people forgot that Nicki Minaj had said that she wanted to do it, especially with everything that has transpired over the last couple of weeks with her saying, thoughts on the vaccine, about the Jennifer Huff interview and involving her husband. So there's been a lot of stuff circulating, and a lot of you on social media have been saying, why is Bravo having Nicki Minaj on the show, especially with the things that have been going on in her personal life? So, I mean, it's done already. So there's nothing we can really do at this point. But the other ladies, including Giselle and Robin, have been weighing in the comment section about Nicki Minaj hosting. Apparently she came through and everyone loved her. I didn't see anything from Candace in regards to that, but you can't host at the end. That's asking questions. I'm blowing up NBC's Universal phone to delete her scenes. Nicki and her husband did too much to Jen. See, there's a lot of people that feel that way. Right? Exactly. Bravo must be hurting for views. This is why they wanted Nicki Minaj on there. They know that her fan base is going to be there. Megan says, yeah, not a good look. D-Night says, it is biased. Nicki don't like Candace, probably sees herself short and always flapping her mouth. LaShawn says, Candace is not getting in the gutter with these ladies. She is the gutter. Oh my God. Working with Obama doesn't make one rational. Omarosa worked during Clinton, then became a leading Trump supporter. This is true. All of this is true. All of this is true, guys. If you're just joining us, we are just doing a mashup of some hot topics from the week. As you know, I have been traveling, but you've still been getting daily and consistent content. If you missed out on 2 videos that I posted earlier today in regards to Nicki Minaj making an appearance at the RHOP reunion and Candace losing her mind in this week's newest episode, and of course, I had another Erica Jane story. Lord. But this mashup, I wanted to do a quick mashup of just some of the hot topics that I've been checking out. And one of the last hot topics that I want to talk about is our girl, Tina Turner. Let me just get that article open, guys, because as I said before, I had so many windows open and then I had to close it. I had to restart. So let me just go back to this. As you know, a lot of artists are selling off their catalog. A lot of artists, including Lil Wayne, Bob Dylan recently sold off his catalog. So there are a lot of artists, and a lot of people are saying, why are artists selling off their catalog? Don't you want to hold on to your catalog? Apparently, they find it more lucrative to sell it off. It's also a lot to maintain. We also have to keep that in mind. And you have to keep in mind, if you don't have the company or the people or the family to maintain it, and that actually know what they're doing to maintain it and where you're not losing money, then you might have a problem. So the legendary Tina Turner, if you have not seen her documentary, her recent that's the one thing I have to give Tina Turner. Her business is on point. She knew how much money she needed to stop touring and to officially retire. She knew that she wanted to do a Broadway show. She knew she wanted, books and things like that, a documentary, and it was done so well. I'm actually very much impressed. Don't be surprised if I turn into a Tina Turner one day and I'm retired and I give up my American citizenship for somewhere in Europe. If you have not seen her documentary on HBO, check it out. And that's where Janet Jackson's documentary should be. No shade to Lifetime and A&E, but that's exactly where the Janet Jackson 2-part, 4-hour documentary should be. I just feel like Lifetime is not going to give it the justice that Janet Jackson deserves as the queen of pop. I know that's going to cause people to lose their mind. Queen of pop. She is. Okay. All right. Let me just get into this. Shout out again to our friends over at the Jasmine brand. So, as you know, Tina Turner is making a big music career business move. Okay. At 81 years old, still looking great. She has sold a large portion of her music rights to BMG. The music company announced the news on Twitter on October 5th. Okay. And I love, because you guys know I have a music background, so I love reading the music business news. And I always wonder, like, why make this move now? She's 81 years old. I know one of her sons committed suicide. She doesn't have the business company to handle her catalog, after her passing. So this to me makes the most sense. Okay. So this is what BMG posted. It said BMG is proud to announce it has acquired an extensive portfolio of rights in the Queen of Rock and Roll, one of the greatest and best loved artists in popular music history, Tina Turner. Hashtag the best, hashtag Tina Turner, hashtag BMG, hashtag the new music company. All right. So in a statement, BMG added it will serve as partners with Tina Turner for her music interests, while Warner Music will continue to be her record label. Okay. They say the deal means that BMG will partner in all of Tina Turner's music interests. The transaction includes Tina's artist share of her recordings, her music publishing writer's share, neighboring rights, and name, image, and likeness. So this is a partnership. Okay, so she hasn't given off complete control, but we're hearing that this is estimated in $50 million. Tina Turner's solo works comprise 10 studio albums, 2 live albums, 2 soundtracks, and 5 compilations, which together have sold over 100 million records. Warner Music continues to be her record company. So Tina also released her own statement, and this is what she says: like any artist, the protection of my life's work, my musical inheritance, is something personal. I am confident that with BMG and Warner Music, my work is in professional, reliable hands. See what she says there? So I think Tina is making the right moves. Unfortunately, artists like Aaliyah, who was so young when she passed away, and we see her music just coming to streaming networks now after how many years since her passing. These are the reasons why artists are trying to make sure that after their passing, their music is handled properly, that the people that are supposed to be getting the money are getting the money. Okay. So, so as I said to you before, people like Bob Dylan, Stevie Nicks, Lil Wayne. There's been quite a few artists that have sold off their music in the last few years, and to the point where they did think pieces on people like, why are all the artists selling off their music? Are they going to be leaving this planet? Thank you so much, sir, for the super chat. Sir says Andy needs to stop hosting these reunions. I want someone like Bevy Smith, Taraji, or Lonnie Love to host and hold all those ladies accountable. Agreed. Or some up and coming people. There are so many talented people on YouTube, on social media that could do it and would do a bang up job. And then you would launch their career and you could say, I discovered them. I gave them an opportunity. We always talk about that here on the channel. It says good for Tina Turner. I'm excited for Tina as well. I think that was a smart business move. As the article said, it was a partnership. So she still has a level of control and involvement, but they will be in control of making sure that it's handled appropriately and professionally in this very complex music market. All right, guys. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Honestly, though, as I said in my video earlier today, I would like to see a Black woman host the Real Housewives of Potomac. I really would, especially because there are areas that I think a Black woman could talk more on in that regard. And that's why I love my weekly collaboration with Layla Lynn and Grace Report, because I can share my opinion, but then they can share their differing life opinions. One as a Black woman, one as a mother, those types of things. I think that's important. When we talk about having a seat at the table, I'm always surprised by some of the perspectives that I get when I'm sitting with those two women and we're talking about Potomac, because I'd be like, oh, I never thought about it that way. And that to me is my life's goal. I always want to be intrigued to the point where I'm like, never thought about it that way. That's why I always allow you guys to call in and share your opinions. And sometimes you change my opinion, sometimes you don't. Sometimes you don't. And coming from a Taurus, that's a big deal because we're normally stubborn. Just saying. Anyways, guys, that is it. This was just a weekly roundup of hot topics. We will do this again next week. Don't forget, a new episode of my podcast will be available very soon. I'm going to be recording it. I got my mic. I brought my mic for a reason. I will be recording a special episode. I'm going to share things that I haven't shared anywhere else on my podcast. If you missed any of those past episodes of my podcast, be sure to subscribe, download Kempire Radio on your favorite podcast platform. Links are available, of course, in the description of this video. And don't forget your coldest water bottle. You can get 10% off. Let me make sure I post this up here. You can get 10% off when you use the discount code KEMP10. Shout out to everyone that's been sending me pictures. Shout out to Delsenia. She sent me a picture of her coldest water bottle earlier today. Get your coldest water bottle today. Keeps your water cold for 36 plus hours. I'm missing my bottle at home. Lisa says, does it come in pink? They come in so many different colors, even glittery colors. So be sure to check that out. Links available in the description of this video. Again, the discount code is KEMP10 for 10% off. Shout out to everyone that's purchased one already. Also, guys, don't forget to join our Texan community so you don't miss out on anything that we're talking about. More information is available at TextKempire.com. And be sure to follow me on my social media. Everything's at TheKempire, at Kempire Radio, or at Kempire Daily. Appreciate you all being here. Shout out to my mod. Shout out to everyone that sent in a super chat. Shout out to our Team Kempire and Royal Court members. If you'd like to become a member, head on over to TeamKempire.com. And shout out to everyone, even the trolls, that wanted to have a conversation about some of these hot topics. I appreciate you all being here. Have a great rest of your day, and I will see you guys later. We'll just say later. Probably later this weekend. I'm going to try and enjoy myself. I have a reggae concert that I'm going to go to tonight here in Amsterdam. Yes, Lisa, it would be a great Christmas gift. Now I got to go get tested again, y'all. I got to go get tested daily. Anytime I want to go do something, So let me go have them assault my nose. KA, thank you so much for the super chat. I agree, Kemp. Andy needs to go. I would love to see you host a reunion, especially Beverly Hills. Can you imagine if I hosted Beverly Hills? They would never. But thank you for the super chat. Shout out to everyone that sent in the super chat. You don't have to send them in, but I appreciate you supporting the channel. It allows us to do a variety of things here on the channel, like get new equipment and mics and things like that, and we've been building the studio up because of all of your support, so thank you so much. I will talk to you guys very soon. Again, don't forget to like the video. If you're a part of the replay crew, let me know your thoughts on some of these hot topics. And look, let's be civil with one another. You can have a different opinion, no matter if you agree with me, no matter if you disagree with me. Let's do it in a peaceful way in the comments section, guys. Let me know your thoughts there. And again, as always, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on anything. Especially when I'm traveling, I decide at the last minute, okay, do I have time now to do a live? Let's do a live. hit the notification bell, join our texting community. Thank you guys. Again, shout out to my mods for keeping this space happy, healthy, and strong. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.